And welcome to another edition of A Shave and a Song, a show all about how we come together every week, shave with a straight razor, and also play some great music as we do it. Stick around, it's always a good time. Today I'm using my one of two straight razors. This is my Dovo. It is the Bismarck. I really like the Bismarck, it gives a good shave. It's 6/8. I'm also shaving, let's see here. I don't have, as you know, if you've watched the show a while, I don't have the ceramic dish. So I just bought a replacement puck. This is the Tabac, and there we go, Tabac Aftershave. Gotta love Tabac. One of my favorites. They're all my favorites. And then finishing up with some Clubman Pinaud. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hope you are surviving the first full week of November. It's getting cold out. Windy and cold. Well, I hope you are enjoying the last remnants of the year as Christmas and the New Year approaches and 2019 is around the corner, but we still have a lot of great music and a lot of great shaves to get to. So let's jump right to it, shall we? If you've been listening to my show or watching my show any length of time, you know that I like to feature music from many different types of genres, from many different cultures all around the world. It's a lot of fun to introduce different segments of the audience to maybe something new that they haven't heard before. And I like music. I like it in almost all of its forms. There's some of it that I'm not too wild about. I guess the twangy country, from the 1960s, 1970s, not all that wild about. But there you go. Everybody has to have something, I guess, and that's kind of mine. But today I'm going to feature a genre that took me a while to get used to. It took me a while to get past my own biases, I guess, if you will. And that is electronic music. I don't know a better way to call it other than, electronic is what I call it. And some of you are already familiar with it, some of you may not be, but it's a lot of when there's a DJ or a person that's sampling tracks or music or loops or something and then playing it at a dance club or whatnot. And it kind of had its birth, I guess, with rap in the 80s. And it just took me a long time to get my head around it. But I kept listening to it as it evolved, as it came into its own. It's kind of separated itself from rap. And have come to the conclusion after listening to some of these artists, that, hey, they're every bit as talented as people who pick up a guitar or something else, drums, keyboard, bass, whatever instrument. And really learn how to play it. For a while it was like, well, they're just doing a bunch of sequencers and they're lifting, loops from other people's music. That's really not talent. But as I listened to it and gave it a chance, kept going back to it, I discovered that some of these people are really talented. Some of them are more than just DJs. They're also producers, which means that they don't just spin records. They're actually making their own music. Sometimes it's full on instrumentation, and sometimes it's sequencers. Whatever it is, they're making their own music, and they've got some really talent to do it. Some of them are really brilliant as they create their music. Let's start the first pass. Just like anything else, it takes more than just the ability to program or play a guitar or a bass or any instrument, trombone, trumpet, whatever. It takes more than the ability to play notes. You have to be able to transcribe that into some sort of feeling to reach people's soul. And some of these DJ producers, DJ slash producers, producer slash DJ, they are really good at their craft. They can really do it. So I enjoy listening to some well-produced music. And the artist that I'm going to feature today is probably one of the first artists that I really started to listen to as I really got back into really trying to understand and appreciate this type of music. His name, or his stage name I should say, is Emancipator. And I'm sure that maybe there's some of you out there who've heard of his stuff before. Hails from Oregon. Very talented individual. I like his stuff. As a matter of fact, the song I'm playing today was one of the first songs that I heard when I went back to really break down this stuff and see, you know, what is it, and do I like it? And I do. I want to feature a song from his first studio album, Soon It Will Be Cold Enough, released in 2006. Great album. One particular track just is a good track just to groove to, just to relax to, or, you know, drive in your car or whatever. It's a good groove beat. It's a good, just, hey, chill out. I love the bass line in it. Just a really nice flowing bass line. I love the singer in it. And the song I'm talking about is When I Go. So if you've got an image in your mind of you know, a DJ, you know, spinning the new scratch stuff. Yes, this has some of the scratching things in it, and sequencers and everything, but it's done in such a way that just they all come together and just really do it. And I know maybe that sounds a little audacious that I'm the sole, you know, determiner of what's good and what's not. That's not the case. I'm just trying to explain my journey into appreciating this style of music. And hopefully I'll introduce some of you who might have some of the same biases to something really good today. And maybe you'll go back and listen to some more of this kind of stuff. So let's just get right to it. Just sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. From the first studio album of Emancipator, 2006, Soon It Will Be Cold Enough, here is When I Go.
I like to sing off-key a lot, just to get into it. Sing it on purpose. When I go, I will stand up. her house in the dead of the winter. Said, why not? No, 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 why not? Why not? Why not me? No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. When I go, when I go, when I go, I always say, how do you like that for harmony? You are nourishing. That's what he said.
There you have it, from his first studio album in 2006, Emancipator, from the album Soon It Will Be Cold Enough. That is When I Go. Great tune, don't you think? I really like it. It has a flow to it. You just can't help but move. Great song to shave by, let me tell you. Great song just relax to. Just, hey, let the world go and just unwind and just be as you're listening to the song. I mean, there's, what can you say? So I hope you liked it. That's what that's what I call electronic music, I guess. I don't know a better word for it. I'm sure that some of you out there know better what I'm trying to say when I'm referring to this. So leave me a comment. Let me know what it's really called. There's a lot of subgenres of electronic music. I know that as well. But again, I'm not as versed on some of those. I'm kind of a newcomer. Let's do some Tabac aftershave, shall we? Woohoo! I love that smell. You know, Tabac's been around for a long time, and I just appreciate it more every time I use it. I really, really like it. It's a good shave. You have to use a little bit more water with the shaving soap because it does have tallow in it. But once you figure that out, it's a great shave. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And then a little bit later on, after I clean everything up, I'll be finishing off with some Clubman Pinaud. And I'll be ready to start my day. All right, my friends. introduce you to a new, or maybe some of you, to a new genre of music. Some of you may already be familiar with it. And either way, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like this channel and what we're trying to do here. So like the channel, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to it, maybe ring that little alarm bell so it notifies you when we have a new video online. And by all means, post this around, spread the word, let everybody else know, let other people know what we're doing here. If you think it's somebody who appreciates good music while watching some crazy guy shave with a straight razor. I think it's a lot of fun. So let's try and grow our base, shall we? And as always, every time we sign off, I tell you, if you've got a song or an artist that you want me to take a listen to and maybe feature in an upcoming show, leave it in the comment section down below. I always read them. And who knows, maybe I'll feature one of them coming up in an upcoming show. So there we go. I hope you had a great day or beginning of a day whenever you're watching this. I hope it's a day that's been enjoyable. So until next time, everybody, live life and happy shaving.